Good morning, Marion Street families and friends. We made it! Welcome to the Marion Street 2021 graduation. We welcome and applaud our fifth graders. I'd like to also recognize our families, friends who could all make it here today, our graduates. We have some teachers in attendance and sitting with the students here who will be speaking shortly. Members of Central Administration, welcome to Dr. Burak, our Superintendent of Schools. Members of Administration, Dr. Balekis, Dr. Berman, Ms. Sabin, and Ms. Curran. Thank you for coming today. At this time, I ask you to please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. I'd like to invite our Treasurer and Secretary of the Student Council, Quinn Nonalaya and Alexis Ferraza, to the microphone.
Good morning and welcome, graduates, administrators, members of the Board of Education, and family members. Hi, I'm Quinn Nonalaya, and today I will be sharing my first and second grade memories with you today. Let me start to tell you with my first grade memories. To be honest, I don't have many. It was so long ago, and I was only 6 years old, and it feels like it was a billion years ago. But there are a few things I do remember. From a raise of hands, including parents and teachers, who was nervous on their first day of elementary school? Thank you. I know I was. One of my very few memories of first grade was really nervous going into the doors. But when I got to Miss Hetzel's class, I was so relieved to see Jonah and Jackson in my class because I knew them from kindergarten. Another thing I remember from first grade was the 100th day of school. I like counting to 100 and stacking 100 cups. Now I would like to thank Miss Hetzel, Miss Reiser, Miss Toscano, and Miss Russo for being such great teachers to this current 5th grade class. Now on to second grade. Second grade was one of my most favorite years. In second grade, my teacher was Miss Conway. We raised quails and watched tadpoles grow. That was fun. My class was so excited to watch the quails hatch. What I also liked about second grade was the garden. I really liked planting things, learning about plants, and picking weeds. I still like to plant in the garden to this day, and I am happy the school has the students plant flowers and vegetables each year. I'd like to thank Miss Brennan, Miss Conway, Miss Flannery, and Miss Solis for being such great teachers to this current 5th grade class.
Hi, I'm Alexis Ferraza. We did it. We've gone from first grade to 5th and now we're off to middle school. We all worked so hard. We have made so many amazing memories at Marion Street, like the time in 3rd grade where we all took a big field trip to all of the different bridges. I remember standing at the Atlantic Beach Bridge and counting all the cars that passed through the tolls. It was fun going to the Brooklyn Bridge where we got the chance to meet and interview different people on the bridge. I still have the bridge trip booklets that Mr. Freifeld had us make. Thank you to the third grade teachers that helped us have a wonderful year. Mr. Freifeld, Mrs. Parko, Mrs. Shore, Mrs. Traversa, and Mrs. McKenna. Then in fourth grade, who could forget when we went to visit the old Bethpage Village Restoration? I still have a picture in my head of a woman showing us how she knit clothes. She demonstrated how to use a loom knitting machine. I also remember her telling us how people made dye out of berries that were used for clothes. Then came the pandemic. Who could ever imagine that school would be closed for so many months and we would be learning remotely from home? But we learned that together we could get through anything if we never give up. Thank you to the fourth grade teachers that helped us have a wonderful year. Mrs. Castellano, Mr. Marr, Mrs. Morsi, Mr. Simone, Mrs. Puglisi, and Mrs. McKenna. Third and fourth grade were great. We have made so many amazing memories by being with our friends, going on field trips, and having fun.
Now here we are in 5th grade. We knew things would be different, but we didn't imagine we would have as much fun as we did. The pandemic forced us to find new and interesting ways of being together and having a good time. We enjoyed activities like karate class, bike riding, field day, and just this week, signing each other's yearbooks.
We celebrated our graduating class with a special at-school field trip, picnic, and a beautiful outdoor happening under the stars that no other graduating class got to do, nor will we ever forget. Thank you to the 5th grade teachers that helped us have a wonderful year. Mrs. Amadeo, Mrs. Chambers, Mrs. Cohen, Mrs. Sales, Miss Cordish, Mrs. Swensky, and Mrs. Ochino. Thank you to the entire Marion Street staff. Our school would not be what it is without all of you.
We have never been so proud to call Marion Street our home. Congratulations to the Marion Street graduating class of 2021.
Thank you very much, Quinn and Alexa. I'd like to now invite Emma Wagner, our Student Council Vice President, to the microphone.
Good morning, administrators, teachers, staff, students, and families. My name is Emma Wagner, and I had the pleasure of serving as your Student Council Vice President this past year. And now, we are graduating. We finally made it. Can I get a congratulations? Now that wasn't just for the graduates. That was for our teachers, our aides, Miss Makia, and our parents for everything they've done for us. We have learned so much during our time here at Marion Street. One lesson I think we can all agree we have learned is that if you're sitting near the PA system on a Tuesday morning when they blast the music, bring your headphones. Another valuable lesson we have learned is how to throw kindness like confetti. Throughout our lives, we should always remember how important it is to treat others the way you would want to be treated, which is with kindness and respect. During our years here, we have learned 2 times 2 is 4. We have learned about how our government works. We have studied the planets and cultures of various countries. We have also learned how to change our everyday lives. We were taught to always be a helping hand, and when someone falls, help them up. During COVID, we learned a lot of things, both mentally and physically, like the importance of family and community. During quarantine, we were all each other had, and even though sometimes we drove each other crazy, we got even closer. We learned that we are stronger than ever, and if we can get through 2020, then well, yep, I'm gonna say, we could do anything. This past past year, we have all endured a global pandemic that was mentally challenging for both adults and also for us as kids. Some of us embraced exercise, healthy diets, and stayed active, while others embraced the remote control, Lay's chips, and Uber Eats. Regardless of what category you might have fallen into, the important lesson is that tough times don't last, but tough people do. So here we are today. We've come a long way from going virtual and WebEx meetings to an in-person graduation. Through the teachings of the civil rights leader, Joseph McNeil, who visited us at Marion Street every year, we were taught that all people should be treated equal, regardless of your race, religion, or gender. We were taught to stand up for what you believe in. Marion Street is our second home, and we are all family. Family listens to each other and stands up for one another. So as we go off to middle school, high school, go to college, and someday join the real world, let's all remember and always continue to live by these important lessons we have learned here at Marion Street. Finally, I'd like to end by saying I hope we have a work-free summer with lots of sunshine, beach days, and fun times. I know we will all go on to accomplish great things throughout our lives, and we will always remember where it all began, here at Marion Street School. Congratulations to the class of 2021!
Thank you very much, Emma. And our final speaker this morning, Student Council President Nicolette Raynor.
Good morning. My name is Nicolette Raynor, and I'm the Marion Street Student Council President. First, I would like to thank Dr. Burak, Ms. Makia, all honored guests, parents, and all my classmates for being here today. In addition, I especially want to thank Ms. Chambers for making 5th grade one of the best years ever. Also, thank you to Ms. Amadeo, Ms. Cohen, Ms. Sales, Ms. Svensky, Ms. Keene, Ms. Ochino, and all the other teachers that have helped us get through one of the most difficult years at Marion Street. Besides them constantly having to count the steps between us or telling us to pull our masks up, they were able to be great educators and help us get ready and prepare us for the next important step in our lives, middle school. While other people have looked back on our time at Marion Street over these past 5 years, I want to talking about looking ahead to the future before us. The next step on our journey, South Middle School. A new school with some familiar faces and another new beginning. Gone are the days where teachers will come to our classroom. Now we have to become track stars to get to our next class before the bell rings. We will have a class schedule with a variety of classes, different classmates, and sometimes even different floors. We can also look forward to finally having lunch with our whole grade at the same time. We will have our own lockers and even be able to decorate our friends' lockers on their birthdays. We can join new clubs, participate in more activities, and look forward to many more adventures to come. Come 7th grade, we'll be able to play sports at South, and maybe even become the next great athletic star to come out of Limbrook and make millions of dollars. Well, we can hope for that. After, we'll be on to high school and the next step on our journey. During that time, we will make new friends, become more independent, learn to study, do work by ourselves, learn to drive, and rely less on our parents. Well, they can hope for that one. Next, sooner than you think, we'll be off to college. If we choose to go away, we can look forward to living on campus and getting away from our annoying brothers and sisters. We'll be nice to our parents and let them visit every month to do our laundry, give us money, and bring us plenty of food. Well, I guess that's the least we can do for them. During these years, most of us will begin to choose our life's path. We will choose to become the next great doctor, nurse, lawyer, teacher, policeman, fireman, accountant, or engineer of our generation. One of us might even become the doctor that cures cancer, a world-renowned scientist, a famous actress, or even the future president of the United States. We may even become mothers and fathers. Whatever you decide, just be sure to do it with all your heart and strive to be the best person you can be. Before I finish, I want to again thank everyone that helped us complete the first step on our journey, especially our parents. Thank you for the care and support throughout the years. Thank you for instilling us with a passion for learning and putting us on the right path. We will not forget the values you have passed down to us. I am so thankful for all the people I've met and all the friendships I've made. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for each and every one of us. Look around. Remember these faces. They are the future, and it all started here in these four walls. Good luck, everyone, on your journey. We had an incredible beginning. See you in middle school. We are the Marion Street class of 2021.
Thank you, Nikki. So we know what a beautiful job our fifth graders have just done, and each of them was nervous. And I think that they shouldn't have been, because they've done a beautiful job, but I should be nervous trying to follow them. So thank you very much. So this year's graduating class has made it through a challenging, yet still rewarding school year. Our students have been resilient and ready to learn. We never would have made it thus far without the support of our teachers and families. Together, we work to create a safe and rich learning environment. Over the years, our students and parents have taken the time to recognize all of the great lessons that our Marion Street teachers have taught our children. This year, I would like to take the time to share some of the teachings that we have learned from our students. Rule number 1. Always look on the bright side. Recently, a second grade class was sharing their disappointment that a praying mantis egg sac in their classroom didn't hatch. One small voice spoke up and reminded everyone that they should be happy for the things they have, not what they are missing. They celebrated the fact that they successfully hatched quail and grew strawberries. It's time to celebrate the little things. Rule number 2, we unite and make friends in our classrooms. Marion Street students often remember an enjoyable cultural celebration in their third grade class. After researching and presenting facts about their heritage, the students shared traditional foods with each other. They enjoyed learning about each other, embraced their uniquenesses, and celebrated their friends. Each year, our class and communities become a family. Rule number 3, no matter how hard things are, our perseverance will shine. Students didn't let a pandemic get in the way of our learning, making friends, or doing things they love. Wearing masks, sitting in rows, practicing social distancing, and embarking on distance learning were seen as opportunities to build the students' character. Marion Street students displayed the inner strength that helped them ignore and overcome these obstacles. They kept moving forward each day toward their goals. We made it to June. Rule number 4, take time to build connections. Our 5th grade students have enjoyed making friends with their 1st grade buddies. They always stand tall, knowing that they are a role model for the youngest students in our building. Throughout the year, the buddies have spent time creating projects together and enjoying cooperative experiences. Our youngest learners often seek out the comfort and companionship of his or her older buddy. Also, we cannot forget that our teachers connected us with their students every day. Thank you to all of our remote teachers who made a shift to online teaching. The students are forever grateful for not just the lessons learned, but more importantly, the connections they created with their teachers, and in turn, the broader school community. The final and simple rule was shared recently by one of our graduating 5th graders. Rule number 5, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Even when faced with the pandemic, we needed to stay positive and work together. Graduates, You will grow and change as you all enter middle school. I believe that each of you has the potential to achieve great things. In the words of Christopher Robin, there is something you must always remember. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Congratulations. Before we begin our presentation of diplomas, I will ask all of our fifth grade students to stand as we feature the fifth grade chorus singing Rainbow Connection. Thank you and remain standing. At this time, I'd like our fifth grade graduates to begin to move their way for the presentation of diplomas.
Good morning, everybody. I present to you the Marion Street class of 2021. Aiden Alberts. Noah Ace Berkowitz. Emmett Colonna. Samantha Gabrielle Costanzo. Isabella Donato. Jude Jarrell. Cash Jarena. Taylor Kelly. Ava Mandel. Zoe Miskenny. Marina Carmela Perna. Alexa Jordan Riley. Alexa Sferaza. Samantha Smith. Max Stadler. Addis Winter. Congratulations, Mrs. Amadeo's class. We did it.
Good morning. I'm proud to present the following graduates. Sharon Alfred. John Bartash. Isabella D'Ambrosio. Gianna Di Stefano. Carolina Di Bartolo.